Yo, what's up guys? We got PokeaimMD here, and today we have an OU live. I'm going to be using this Zoroark team that Genius X passed me, so big shout to him. Also, this background is sick. It's absolutely amazing. It's hard body from the Bronx Bearticks using acid armor versus basically when I played A-Drive and Bandit Crunch was supposed to be a nuke. This thing eating it up, and it even has the logo of the Bronx Bearticks, as well as I think these are the number of kills that Hardbody has gotten, so that's amazing. Great job, bro. Anyway, wow, I actually forgot his name on the top of my head. I'm so sorry. I have the artwork named after you, though. But anyway, we're using a Spec Zoroark team. Very, very fun stuff. I actually just want to lead off with my Scizor just in case. Okay, this is the thing. I think Scizor is the best way to disguise my Zoroark as in this game, just because it's basically Scizor forces Pokemon like Lopunny to switch out. It forces, or it baits Rotom to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I can just go right for the Specs, Dark Pulse, and things like that. So what I am going to do is, yeah, that's how I'm going to go for game. I think SD Scizor can win this game if I can weaken Keldeo and Rotom. Have fun, man. Cool to play you too, friend. What's his best lead? I think Lopunny's a great lead versus me. I want to lead off with Scizor, though, definitely. I want to disguise it as that, but maybe disguising it as a Azumarill will actually help me a lot better, because that scares out Pokemon like Excadrill. And I think I disguised it as Landorus, unfortunately for me. So, what I can do here, Mega Evolve and Roost. Yeah, I disguised it as Landorus. Zia's going to go for Fake Out. However, I get to go for the U-turn right now. There's no way he's staying in. He does have his own Landorus as a switch in. Yeah. And I'm actually leftovers Landorus. How much does Specs Dark Pulse do? Landorus. This is OU defensive, obviously. And Zoroark is Specs. We got my boy John Cena. That does absolutely nothing. Yeah, I think we're just going to trade rocks. The good thing about my Landorus is, even though Rocky Helmet would help me a lot more versus Lopunny and Excadrill, at the same time, leftovers helps me just the same, because it's longevity, man. I survive. Whereas his Pokemon don't. So we're able to get up our Stealth Rock. I think he was scared I might have been HPI Zoroark, I'm not sure. But we can go right out into Latios on his Volt Switch, or any other attack he really wants to go for. I'm thinking that's Scarf Excadrill. But again, like, it's the whole longevity thing I was talking about. I can actually afford to go for HP Fire, predicting his Rapid Spin, and he is confirmed Scarf, and now he's in range of +2 BP. So it's basically, like, it's just hard for him, because now I can even drop a Draco, as he is going to bring out Rotom, weakening that. And again, he doesn't have a good Draco switching at all. This does not take two. Definitely does not take two. Everything on his team is weakened by this. Excadrill, if it doesn't die, like, I'm able to knock out. I'm actually not able to rock out Rotom. Holy crap, man. Then again, he did Volt Switch, so that means when we get up rocks, we knock it out, and he doesn't have access to Healing Wish. Goes on to his Landorus. I'm assuming he's just going to Volt Switch right here. But my Landorus is faster than his Rotom, so I'll go out to my own Landorus right here on his Stealth Rock. That's completely fine. We can afford to go for our Stealth Rock, as he's going to U-turn, and apparently I'm also faster than him, so we keep rocks up. That gets Rotom out of the way. Keldeo is going to come out, and we're definitely weaker to this. However, he's more prone to being swept by Belly Drum Azu now. I need to weaken Latios and Keldeo a bit. I'll go right out to my Scarf Breloom, because if he goes for Scald and burns me, he might be more tempted to stay in. I'll just reveal that I'm Scarf right now. I don't know if you'll see it coming, but we are going to go right for Bullet Seed. I think it's because if he knows me, he probably expects me to be Scarf, just because of the fact that I used the Scarf Breloom in World Cup, I think. So we'll go for Bullet Seed just to weaken this a bit more for Zoroark to be able to knock it off the rocks. And now we 100% knock it out with Dark Pulse, as U-turn is going to pick us off. And what we can do is, if he goes Excadrill, I Aqua Jet. If he goes Lopunny, I go, yeah, like he went Excadrill, so I go right out into my Azumarill, and I click Aqua Jet right here to knock him out. If he goes out to Keldeo, we weaken it a bit more for +6 Aqua Jet. He stays in, so we're able to get rid of this thing and prevent our rocks from being spun away. Latios is going to come out. I think he might think I'm banded, but I'm going right for the knockoff. We do take Side Shock. We also take Life Orb Thunderbolt 1 at the range we're at. And even though Belly Drum Azu was a way of winning this game, now with Latios gone, again, just helps the Scizor sweep. as Lopunny is going to come out, and we'll go right out into our Landorus and just click Earthquake. There's no way he goes for Ice Punch right there. If anything, he goes for Return. Yep. And again, the leftovers are just helping so much in this game. So we'll be able to go for Earthquake as he goes out to his own Landorus, weakening his own Landorus even more. Whenever Keldeo comes out, we get a kill as well. So yeah, we'll just go Azu on the U-turn. And again, his Landorus is also in range of +1 Bullet Punch. Lopunny comes out. I'm assuming a Fake Out is going to come out now. But we're going to go right back out on our Landorus. I guess Ice Punch could come out at 18%, but I don't think it would knock us out. Yeah. And again, Ice Punch does not knock us out. I'm going to go out to my Scizor because Landorus should be coming in, and we're not 2-hit KO'd by that thing. Basically, I still keep my Intimidate, and I'll be able to Roost, expecting him to, like I said, expecting him to go out to Landorus right here. And as he goes for U-turn, again, great because we're letting Landorus, not only Landorus take the Stealth Rock, but also Keldeo take the chip Stealth Rock damage. And I can proceed to go out into our Azu as fodder. On the Scald. And go out into Latios, and what the hell just happened? I sent a Latios twice? Huh? And we're going to defog right here because if I keep the rocks up, I only get 2 hits left, but if I defog, I get a kill with Psyshock on the Landorus, which is what I expected. I get a kill, and I still have 2 kills left, so he can't sack. Basically, when Lopunny comes out, I'll be able to go out to Landorus, get off the Intimidate, and if he doubles, whenever it specs Keldeo, we already know that based on the damage on Breloom, right? So I'll be able to go out to my Lopunny, or excuse me, my Lopunny check, which is my Landorus, and click Earthquake right here. Look how much that does. Beautiful damage. We can just click Earthquake again. And if he goes out into, we can go out to Scizor, and this is just 100% way to win. We have 11%, so we have 2 hits left. So I can go for U-turn. His high jump kick isn't going to do crap. U-turn is going to be able to pick him off with a crit, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, the crit didn't matter. We know he specs Keldeo. If the crit did matter, then I would just sack Zoroark and then go back into it and use U-turn. And we already know he specs just based on the damage on Breloom, and we can just knock him out with Psyshock. So the defog was definitely important late game. It ensured that our Latios had not only another switch in, but it ensured that we had 3 hits left, which is what I needed after killing, which is what I needed to kill Landorus. Basically, that was check. That wasn't checkmate, that was check. And my opponent had to make a specific move, and there was no move my opponent can make, I think, that could bring him back into that. Even if he doubled, right, into Keldeo, let's say on the turn I went Landorus on his Lopunny, and he doubled into Keldeo. That didn't matter. I sack Zoroark, I go out to Latios, he only has Lopunny and Keldeo left. I click Psyshock, I either kill one or the other, and he has to sack Keldeo. And then I always sack Zoroark, by the way. I don't stay in with Zoroark, just in case it's like Power Up Punch Lopunny. We have at least Intimidate to wear it down, and then Scizor's BP to beat it, 1v1. But I guess we're just going to pause until we find a battle, since none of this popped up during my little discussion, and we'll be right back. Oh, also, Jamvad's going to be coming back hopefully Tuesday. Oh, great. We have Kieran Black Stall. What is this? Yeah, this team is actually threatening. What the hell? We need to kill Skarmory. Kieran Black is a threat. I want to lead off with Breloom so I can get my quick Spore, and I want to disguise Zoroark as crap. Okay, I want to lead off with Breloom because I get a quick Spore. Duh. It might be Scarf Landorus on his team because he has 3 potential rockers. Oh, hey, are you the Jet Pokemon? That's pretty cool. Yes, sir. That's pretty cool, eh? Bar a smile to my face, man. Okay, Breloom, definitely a great lead. I think I actually played you once before, ages ago. Ham? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, I played too much Pokemon. You beat me like Thrill. You're really good. Thank you, friend. I'm just your average player, though. I'm trying to think because Azu... Okay, maybe Azu. No, Scizor, definitely Scizor, because Scizor scares out Kieran Black and lures in Skarmory. Yes. So we're definitely disguising Zoroark as Scizor in this game. So he leads off Kieran Black. I don't know if he scarfed Kieran Black, and I really just want to Force Palm and get off as much damage as possible, weaken this ridiculous monster. So the great thing is I'll now be able to go out into my Scizor, and he might think I'm BPing, so I'm gonna go right for the Dark Pulse. Because what this does is he might want to save this, right? Brennan was just great as an anti-lead right there. But he won this also. If you guys didn't realize, I can also go for game with Ozzy, which is why I wanted to weaken one of the Pokemon that can take a +6 Aqua Jet. But by me going out to Scizor, I potentially get to, let's say if he goes Skarmory, it's a nice 2-for-1 deal, you could say. Because I just weakened that thing to win with Ozzy. I need to get rid of Pinsir. He does go Skarmory, so the bluff does work. And look how much we do to that monster. Holy crap, man. And I want to keep up offensive momentum. Oh, I realize second is probably Zoroark. I'm going to go for Dark Pulse again because even though he can go Chansey, I don't want to lose momentum if he randomly decides to predict me to go for Dark Pulse. Basically, if it predicted me to switch out right there, I didn't want to lose anything, so... Oh, sorry. I'll go out to Scizor, and I didn't mean to skip turns, and just Mega Evolve and Roost, Mega Evolve and U-Turn, because again, that keeps up the momentum. It stops. Oh, this is actually amazing. I did not expect this to happen. I'm able to knock out Starmie right there. I got an unfortunate crit, but I don't think that mattered as much as anything else because if I didn't knock out Starmie there, it was in range of +6 Aqua Jet, which is again the game plan. So unfortunately, I've been revealed. And what we are going to do is if he goes Chansey, we are tricking him 100%. He does go Landorus. I think he's Scarf Landorus, but we're going to go out to our own Landorus just in case he's not, as he looks to be Scarf. And I really want Rocks. I need them for Pinsir if I want to win with Azu. It is Scarf Landorus though, so it makes it a little bit easier. Why do I have 2 Scissors now? Yeah, that's pretty legit. That means I can sack one of them to Kieran Black's HP Fire and keep the other one alive. I feel like Latios does a lot less work than everything else on the team. Pretty much Landorus checks Pinsir. I need Rocks. I'm actually able to go out to Latios right here and just go right for HP Fire. If he wants to go Chansey, that's completely fine. It gives me Rocks. Rocks are very, very crucial. Also, I would love if he lets me knock this thing out. I think he predicted my Scizor right there, though, which is why he doubled out in Skarmory. It makes sense. He's really trying to get that Roost or even that extra recovery. However, it's even better that he wasn't able to Roost with Kieran Black just because, again, I'll be able to, what am I trying to say? By him not getting up that Roost, I would be able to get up the Rocks and just weaken him. Because, yeah, I'm definitely going for game with Belly Drum Azu, as I said before. So Landorus does come out. U-Turn doesn't kill me, so I actually just want to go for Psyshock. And it does give me 2 Psyshocks as well. Chansey is not in range of Psyshock, though, I think. It depends. Yeah, that did not depend on anything. So, we're going to go right out into our Landorus on his on his Wish, apparently. Oh, man, we just gave this Skarmory the recovery. But you know what? We'll be able to Stealth Rock right here. He has to heal up with Chansey, doesn't he? Because he dies after Stealth Rock. I'm getting up these rocks just for Pinsir and for the Landorus running around. I actually don't even care if he goes Skarmory now because Zoroark is still around, and once I trick him, I'm in a great position. So he actually goes into Pinsir, and that just means we'll be able to knock him out with Stone Edge now. I don't quite agree with that play at all. Because again, look how much Stone Edge just did to him, and we can just sack Latios and then go for Bullet Punch with. We can literally just sack Latios and then go for Bullet Punch with Scizor. Actually, Aqua Jet with Azu is better. Because it knocks him out. We live plus Quick Attack, and we don't allow Skarmory to Roost for free. Basically, we can Belly Drum up if he doesn't go for his Quick Attack right there. We Belly Drum up if he goes Azu, which is why I made this play. Rocks also ensure that Pinsir dies. Yeah. Oh, we actually don't Belly Drum up. But, I mean, either way, Knockoff knocks out Skarmory at the range it's at. We do have Spec Zoroark regardless, so and we'll be able to weaken Landorus with the Aqua Jet as well. So, doesn't actually Aqua Jet knock out Azu as well? Excuse me, Skarmory. Azumarill. Yeah, I don't agree with the premature Belly Drum. Excuse me, Swords Dance. I think he should have went out Skarmory there. But Landorus is going to come out and... I'm just gonna go for Knock just in case he doesn't go for the Earthquake. If he wanted to pull a double like that, or if he wanted to go for U-Turn or Knockoff, it was just my best all-around play. Azu already did his job. Though I talked about this thing winning late game, just being able to weaken everything for my opponent was just huge. As he is going to forfeit right there. So let us look for another game as we got one versus this guy. What we can do is just lead off with Breloom and I think just spam the Bullet Seed. I want to disguise John Cena as Azumarill. So we'll put Azu last because that forces Dragonite not to outrage. So I think this could work. We need a lot of rolls to be able to knock this thing out. We need like 4 or 5 hits. As he is going to be able to, as he is going to put up his Stealth Rock. And again, I'm just going to go for the Bullet Seed. As we are able to weaken the Talonflame. He usually is banded with U-turn. We actually got the 5 hits there and a crit, so 6 hits. He usually doesn't, go for the Brave Bird right off the bat. So we'll go out to Landorus now. Although I did lose a Manaphy answer, I still get up rocks, and we do have Specs as well as Latios in the back. So Specs is Zoroark in the back. So we'll be able to set up our Stealth Rock, and he should boom here. He should boom here. I'm just gonna go Scizor. If he Fire Blast, that's fine too. I have Aqua Jet in the back. As he does boom. So I didn't want my Landorus to be weakened because Talonflame could be an issue. Manaphy is going to come out, and what we will do is just Mega Evolve and U-turn and pick up our kill with Dark Pulse. It throws off a Scald. Does not burn me as we get a crit, and now we get to go on to Azu, quote unquote, and go right for Dark Pulse and knock him out. They call him Zoroark. Goodbye! So Extra Joy is going to come out. I'm assuming he's just going to go for the Rapid Spin right here. As he does, which means that he sacks his Excadrill. Goodbye! As he actually crit it too. Crazy. Talonflame is going to come out, and we'll just allow him to knock us out with Brave Bird. What I can do is go out into our Landorus, get off the Intimidate, and I think get up Rocks just to break multi-scale on Dragonite, as well as weaken Pinsir to the point where we knock it out after with our... with our Latios, as he is going to go right out to Dragonite. He has to go for Outrage to knock me out, so I'll go for Stone Edge right here, as we are going to be able to connect. As we are going to connect. And what I can do is save this just for the Intimidate, I think. No, he has to go for the Outrage to knock me out, so I'll go for Stone Edge again. Extreme Speed doesn't knock me out, as we are going to, again, be able to connect, as we are going to connect right there. And Pinsir is going to come out. That does die. We already saw the damage it did, so we know we knock it out. He's going to go right for the Swords Dance. It's his only game, and that is going to be, it's his only game plan, like his only way to win. And Landorus just puts in the work. Zoroark also just helping out in the late game, so that was fun. Zoroark did his job. I guess the crit on U-turn helped us knock out Manaphy, captain of the Bronx Beartics. But I want to see how much that would have done anyway to Manaphy. Oh, you took a Rain Dance. Yeah, it's about half, so. Crit definitely made it, like, 100% knock it out. Probably would have been closer to a roll if we did not get the crit, but again, another game, and our opponent's Dark Resist is, yeah, so, it's dead. I really like Breloom, though, as a lead, because I get to put something to sleep, and that's so important versus this guy, with this threatening team. That Dugtrio is actually annoying, man. I need rocks up pronto. That might be Zard Y plus Trapper for Heatran, so that makes sense. Go like, man, never played you before. Have fun, dude. What do I want this guy Zoroark as? I think Azu. Yeah, we'll disguise it as Azu. Yeah, I like that. Why did I pick Azu if I'm going to disguise it as Azu? So, Azumarill. Basically, also Scarf Breloom might actually get a surprise kill on potentially his Charizard. So we're going to Spore right here. I think because he is running Charizard and Dugtrio, I think this might be Defog Zapdos, not Scarf Defog. If it is Scarf Defog and it knocks me out, I feel like I just spoke it to life. But if he does go for the Scarf Hidden Power, not Hidden Power, but any play. Whoa! What? Why did this actually just work? Okay, thankfully, yo, that could have been bad. Holy crap, man. That could have been bad. I don't know if I thought he predicted me to be, Scarf, because if he actually stayed in until I woke up, he beat me 1v1. Go Scizor, though. I do have the HP Fire, as I can knock him out. He scouts for it, though. Very, very solid play on my opponent's part. Really nice. I'm going to go for double HP Fire, though, just in case he predicts the Draco, as, again, okay, I guess the scouting was just one turn. You don't care if you take a Draco, huh? Alright, that's fine. That Dugtrio play actually scared the hell out of me. Holy crap, man. Zapdos is going to come out. I do die to HP Ice. I'm assuming he Scarf Zapdos. I'm going to drop a Draco on him. as he is Scarf. However, we are able to do 94%. Amazing. And I can safely go out to Scizor and just go right for a U-turn. Mega Evolve, go right for that U-turn. And Scizor is actually very, very like prone to sweeping my opponent right now, as he goes for HP Ice again. So that's fine. So we're able to knock out Zapdos. I was going to say pretty much for no damage, but we got paralyzed, which means we can lose. We're going to go on to John Cena because it is bluffing the Azumarill, and we can weaken the Rotom. Actually, now that he's paralyzed us, he can't burn us with Mew. So, yeah, I like that. I'm just going to Dark Pulse this thing and weaken him for Azu, as we do unfortunately flinch our opponent. I guess that little bit of karma right there for the static para, because, you know, para wins games. But this is Specs, so that it does a lot, basically. And we can go route to Landorus, get off the Intimidate. It's more like the Bandit Scizor, because he does Charizard. Get up for Stealth Rock to weaken. Actually, U-turn is the better play because we don't want Rotom healing up, do we? No. You know, I don't even care if Rotom heals up. I'd rather get up Stealth Rock because Charizard comes in at 50%. We break Dugtrio's Sash, and I can just now go out to Breloom on his I can go out to Breloom on his Pain Split, and then knock him out with Bullet Seed from there. Like, his switch in is what? 50% Charizard, Dugtrio, Scizor, which dies. Everything pretty much dies. So he actually goes Mew, the one thing that I couldn't probably KO without multiple hits, as obviously that's what Bullet Seed does. And I get 6 hits because I crit him. Holy crap. And yeah, I'll just go for Bullet Seed again. You know, it's in our favor to be able to knock him out, as we were able to get rid of the Mew. Goodbye! And unfortunately, our opponent is going to forfeit. So, getting lucky these games, definitely. And we're getting a bunch of forfeits every single time we play. But Zoroark is putting in the finest. Yo, that Dugtrio play scared the hell out of me, guys. I was like, did he really, really predict me? Why would you actually not go for Volt Switch right there? I think he tried to. What did he even try to predict right there? I'm not even sure. Yeah, why would you not go for Volt Switch? Because your Scarf Zapdos, you lose. I think he tried to maybe get a Rocks early as possible. I'm not sure. But unfortunately, we have a game where Breloom is probably not going to do anything because he does have a hard counter in Amoonguss. Yeah, this team is fat as hell. That's an annoying team. I like Landorus as a lead because we get up Stealth Rock. And again, I wish we had Focus Blast on this thing. I haven't seen myself use U-turn ever, so I'm actually going to get rid of U-turn and put Focus Blast on this. Focus Blast. Yeah. Lead off with John Cena, and we'll disguise it as. I like Scizor. Disguising it as Scizor because that's something he has to go for Fire move versus. So we can disguise it as Scizor, as it leads off with his Rotom, and then we can just Dark Pulse right here. Do 68%, as he is unfortunately going to miss the Will-O-Wisp, and we're going to keep up the offensive pressure and go Scizor on his Clefable. Again, just keep up the offensive pressure and just U-turn right here on the incoming Landorus, which means we get up Rocks. So all that, we get to scout Landorus' item as well. Are you Rocky Helmet? Yep. Defensive, and we can get up our Rocks and keep Rotom at bay. Even if he wants to Pain Split, I don't even care. We get up our Rocks. So he's going to be able to Stealth Rock of his own, and we're just going to weaken this guy with the Stone Edge. That way I can proceed to knock him out after with Zoroark. Huh. I don't want this to be too weakened, because this is how we deal with Metagross, but at the same time we do have Scizor to deal with that, so I'll just Stone Edge again. It's doing a respectable amount, all things considered. Like, his isn't doing as much. Then again, Breloom is just a fine play right now. Breloom does nothing, so we weaken him to the point of Aqua Jet from Azu, which is the important part, as we can go right out to Breloom, and just proceed to go for Bullet Seeds. If he wants to go out to Amoonguss, what can I do about that, you know? So Landorus is weakened, Rotom is weakened, everything is being set up for Scizor to win the game. Amoonguss is inside though, and we have to choose a Spore Fodder. I'm just going to Bullet Seed again and force him. I'm going to try and get in my Zoroark on the Clear Smog as he goes for Giga Drain. You know what, I'll make the Latios play. If he Spores here, great. Latios doesn't do as much though as everything else versus his team. And Clef is a great play on my opponent's part. I'm gonna go for the HP Fire just in case he decides to make the Metagross play. Yeah, his Clef was his play of choice, and I really want to drop a Draco on him. Alright, so I need to weaken Hydreigon and Metagross a bit before I can knock them out. We'll Side Shock. I just want to gauge the damage and see for my Scizor, which is going to come out now, by the way. Yeah, Scizor is going to come out now. We can go right for the BP. Rotom doesn't heal because we have Breloom in the back, and I'll just go right for BP and attempt to finish him off, as Landorus is going to come out. It's in range of our Stone Edge, and I can safely go for the Roost right now on his SD, and just go right out into our own Landorus. As long as Scizor is healthy, we do it. Metagross. We need to weaken Hydreigon and get rid of the Rotom if we want to win, though. So thankfully, because we're leftovers and not Rocky Helmet, it's a lot easier. Unfortunately, you know, we just lost everything because we were leftovers, because we missed that Stone Edge. But that's the game we play. And again, just going to try and weaken this Mon a bit, get rid of it, as we are able to get rid of Landorus, so no more Intimidate at all. Nice, 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 nice. Can you go out into Hydreigon now? And also, Clef is in range of being 2-hit KO'd by Dark Pulse, so that's clean. That's clean. It's actually clean. If he goes Rotom, I'm Stone Edging again. If he goes Amoonguss, I'll click Earthquake. And I'm hoping he's Life Orb Hydreigon, because that makes it a little bit easier to deal with, because it wears down itself due to rocks and its own recoil. Clef is his play of choice. We'll just spam Earthquake as much as we can versus him. Keep him low. We're getting back leftovers, so we're not losing anything from it, I would like to say. Yeah, so we'll just go right for that Earthquake again. Keep this Clef as low as possible. Get a little bit of leftovers back. And I kind of want to trick it, to be honest. Yeah, I kind of do want to trick it. So we're going to U-turn out of there. How much is... Yeah, Scizor and John Cena are both at the same amount. So I can go right out into our... Oh, crap, it's not disguised as Scizor. No. I want it to be disguised as Scizor. Do I want to give it a Choice Specs and regret this? I'm going to give it the Choice Specs. Because if Scizor sets up on one set and the other one sets up on, oh, this is awesome for us, because we could just Dark Pulse here too. He doesn't have a switch in and he's locked into that. So Amoonguss is going to come out as we are able to get off the Dark Pulse. Or a Dank Pulse? No? Just me? Alright. We'll just Flamethrower this guy. Ooh, that is damage. That is some clean damage. And we even burn him. Oh my god. The plays. And we'll just be able to go for Flamethrower again. Hydreigon is going to come out. Again, something we need to weaken, so I'm assuming he's going to do it for U-turn. I'm going to go for my own U-turn as he drops a Draco. Is he really not fearing the Belly Drum Azu? Holy crap, man. I can't even believe that. Did he actually drop the Draco there? How much do we do to Metagross? No. The best play is going right out to Scizor and just going for U-turn. Easily the best play. Yeah, he doesn't knock me out. We weaken him. I couldn't go for Belly Drum right there. Metagross is way too high on HP. I'm assuming he's going Clef or maybe Amoonguss. The thing about us burning Amoonguss is that he is so weak to Breloom, with Amoonguss being at the health it is. I can actually just go right out to Breloom now and just click the Bullet Seed. Amoonguss has to switch out due to Regenerator, or I knock it out, and Clef, if it comes in, it gets weakened. So, and if I get some good hits versus Clef, basically he dies. So, he actually allows me to knock out his Amoonguss. Great. Also, because he's Thunder Wave, I think he's Calm Mind Thunder Wave. Metagross is gonna come out. I'll weaken this. Yeah, I'm going to weaken it for +6 Azu to be able to knock him out, as I believe that is in range of that. If I am not mistaken, we can go right out into our Scizor and just click the U-turn. Alternatively, Roost is a fine play, but U-turn is the play I'm going to make. As he gets the attack raise, no! Yeah, we're fine. Let's go for Earthquake here. I'll force him to knock us out, and I'll be able to go out to Scizor and just Roost off his damage. I think just start BPing up, to be honest. Yeah, he goes Rotom. I'm assuming he's going to burn us with Will-O-Wisp, however... Like I beat him 1v1 by SDing up, so yeah, I 1v1 this thing easily. And we keep Hydreigon low enough to the point where he can't beat us. He actually unfortunately misses as well, so Swords Dancing up is the best play once again. And we do beat him 1v1. He Volt Switches though. I think I just gave Rotom back recovery, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to originally just go right for the Flamethrower, but he definitely... What does this say? He's Calm Mind. Yeah, no way he's not Calm Mind. Yeah, you don't do crap to me. You don't do crap to me, so... Roost up one more time. And then we'll get up to +6. We can Hydreigon a bit as well. I doubt I knock it out. I'm going to go route to Azu. Yeah, we got to keep Hydreigon low with Stealth Rock, which is what we're doing. So, Fire Blast. Doesn't knock us out. I think Knockoff is the play here. Yeah, Knockoff's the play. It not only kills Rotom, but it puts Clef in range of... I mean, I knock out Clef anyway with the Play Rough after. I just didn't want Metagross coming in for free. So I can just afford to go for Aqua Jet. Goodbye. Goodbye! We gotta keep Scizor low. Or Hydreigon low, excuse me. As Rotom is gonna come out. I'll just go for Knockoff here because unfortunately he misses the Will-O-Wisp, but we're able to get rid of its leftovers. Again, making it easier for Hydreigon to win. Or for us to beat Hydreigon. Actually, I think I might have just made it easier for Hydreigon to win. Yeah, Scizor is the correct play again. So that Will-O-Wisp miss obviously helped us a bit. However, he's not going to be recovering too much anyway. Again, Hydro Pump isn't doing crap. SD Scizor beats this 1v1. And we just got to keep Hydreigon in range of the Bullet Punch. Like, that is what I need. I think he's trying to stall us out. However, once I go for the SD... Like, he's trying to Pain Split up, right? But once I go for SD, it's a wrap. Yeah. Let's keep that Hydreigon nice and low. Alright. And right into Azumarill is the play. Assuming he's going to Dark Pulse now, but we do have the Citrus Berry. So we don't take much from that. Keeping Hydreigon low, and we can proceed to go for the Play Rough right now, because Play Rough does knock out Metagross with Aqua Jet in combination. So Gross is gone. Goodbye! As Rotom is going to come out. And I think it comes down to... How much does Volt Switch do to me? I was 364. Thorum Wash, Azumarill. 51 to 61. I think it comes down to play right here. Does he Will-O-Wisp here or does he Hydro? Because if he Volt Switches out into Rotom, into Hydreigon and I live, I win because I can stall him out. Yeah, I'm going for the Play Rough as he gets the roll, and that is going to be game. No! I think I could have played that endgame better to win with Scizor, especially after I tricked him, but I should have had saved Zoroark. I didn't expect Thunder Wave though. I expected like Soft Motors. I don't even know what I expected from Clefable. So unfortunately, I think this is going to be game. We're going to try and Roost up though, just in case he doesn't have a Fire move. I think definitely saving Braylon would have been fine as well. But let's look for another game. Yeah, Braylon would have been the play to save as well versus Metagross. Main reason I sacked is because Clef was at full, but maybe threatening out Rotom. Okay, so a few plays we could have made differently there. I should have made differently. Obviously, we would have won if we lived that. We would have won if we lived that Volt Switch, which is, you know, it's a roll. What can you do? It was in our favor, but well, not necessarily. But if we lived that, we would have won because we wouldn't be able to stall out Rotom, SD up enough, and then knock it out. Doesn't have enough Hydros to beat us down. And yeah, in any case, we have another game, and SD Scizor puts in a lot of work if we can beat the Magnezone. I actually just want to lead off with my Lanners because we can get up rocks. Very crucial versus him. I actually played this guy when I was testing this team, so I know that he is like Belt Magnezone or something weird like that. Something like that. Yeah. We want to disguise Zoroark as Scizor because that lures in Magnezone. So, leads off with Tangrowth. He's defensive Tangrowth if I'm not mistaken. I do want my rocks up though as quickly as possible. I don't know why I did that. I do want my rocks up though as quickly as possible as he goes to Clef. I think he's scouting for the Zoroark obviously. And what we can do is just click Moonblast. I'm pretty sure he's actually knockoff Clef if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to go for U-turn right here because he is knockoff Clef based on the last battle. Go right out to Scizor on his Stealth Rock. And then proceed to go for U-turn from here. If he stays in and knocks off, good play. But if he does switch out, as he does stay in and knock off, I'm assuming that's what he does right now. I'll be able to go out to Breloom now on his knock. If he goes for Moonblast, fine too. But he does go for knockoff, which means I can switch up moves. I very much like that. And what I can do is just double out into my Zoroark. Ugh, this is such a risky play, because what if he doesn't know? I'm going to go for Spore. You know what? Screw it. I'm going for Spore. I'm not going to risk him not going Tangrowth here, even though that's the best play that my opponent could possibly make, because he walls me 100%. I'm not going to risk him not doing that play. So, we're just going to weaken him as much as possible with the Force Palm. I guess he could double right here, but what would you double into? Like, Lottie doesn't do much for me. He tries to go for Sleep Powder, which makes sense. I think Belly Drum Azu also has a chance of winning this game. Very good chance. I just need a bit of chip damage on Magnezone to win. And I need to weaken Latias a lot. So, we're just going to Force Palm and weaken this guy. Enough to the point where we can knock him out with U-turn. So, that's what we'll be doing. Weaken him to the point where we can knock him out with U-turn. And then proceed to... Oh, we got the para on one of those. Nice. That actually puts him in range of the KO. So we'll go for Bullet Seed right here just in case he did decide to stack his Tangrowth as... because basically I expect him to switch into Clef because it could obviously take me on. But because look at the Force Palm damage. But I guess he didn't care. Unfortunately, we don't have a user that can take him on like too well. I don't really have a Mon that can deal with him too well is what I'm trying to say. A user? What? But I can go for U-turn with my Scizor. I guess he could go Clef as a pivot if he wants to, but if he does go Magnezone, which is what I want, because I need a weakened Magnezone for Belly Drum Azu. Which is why I'm like confused as to why he stayed in with Tangrowth. Obviously I got lucky, right, with the full para. But why would you keep in Tangrowth when it's your main switch into Azu anyway? I don't know. I don't know, Ming. I don't know. Anyway, I need a little bit of damage off on the Latias in order to beat that thing down. He is going to go out into Clef, and my Lanners is my play. I wish I had knockoff on the... You know what? You know what? Focus Blast makes no sense. Let's just put Sludge Bomb. I'm probably not going to use this team for a while, but Sludge Bomb is just nice for weakening, like, Clef. Like, it does so much. So, Earthquake. Make the ground shake. And proceed to U-turn out of there on his potential knock. If he wants to go for it now. I'll also go for U-turn if he wants to go Tangrowth, though I doubt it'd knock it out because he is defensive. So, right into Scizor we go. On his knockoff. And again, I'm trying to weaken Magnezone a bit. I really want to weaken Magnezone. So he does go Magnezone. We get off that bit of chip damage, so we do knock him out with +6 Aqua Jet. And we can go right out into our Landorus right now. Or we can go right out to Landorus, excuse me. And again, just proceed to U-turn. If he randomly goes Lottie, great. He goes Clef, we'll weaken that. He's not going to stay in though. One of the others coming out. Again, weakening Clef a bit. I hate that our Scizor is getting so low though. I really do. Then again, he doesn't knock me out from full. I'm just gonna roost. I don't want him to expect my U-turn now. I'm gonna roost right here because Magnezone, because it's not specs, it doesn't knock me out from full. So I can proceed to U-turn and weaken him even more. Unfortunately, like in the last game we played, I found out the hard way that he was E-Buff because I basically lured in. I stacked my Scizor so he can knock me out with HP Fire. I belly drum up and he thunderbolted me. I was like, what? No. So again, he's weakened for +6 Aqua Jet. Nothing more we can do about that. I need to get rid of Lottie and I need to weaken Clef too, man. Clef needs to be weakened. Clef needs to be weakened. If he sacks Scizor, if he sacks Magnezone, great, because now my Scizor would have free reign. I doubt he would though, but he is going to go Clef. And the thing about Clef being slower than Landorus is that, unfortunately, he's bold Clef, but the thing about this thing being super slow is that he's more prone to being hacked by my Landorus, as you know, as I guess dumb as a thing that is to say, but he is definitely prone to being crit. especially if you force some soft builds on him. Right now he should go for knockoff if he wants to. Yeah, pretty safe knockoff right there. As I said, he does have the knockoff, but we're just trying to keep him as low as possible. He can potentially stall me out of earthquakes, but I'm trying to stall him out of soft boils. So maybe even my Life Orb Latios can put in some work. Yeah, so we'll keep him low. This guy's team is annoying. Just the Belt Magnezone. If it wasn't Belt Magnezone, I literally won with Belly Drum Azu. Yeah. I straight up won with Belly Drum Azu if it wasn't Belt Magnezone, man. Holy crap. This thing is so annoying. This Clef too. Holy crap, man. I'm down to like 6 earthquakes. And you know what's becoming a threat? Excadrill. Keep him low. BP. Alright, how many more does he have left? He has 7, excuse me. What the? 3. My counting skills, immaculate. Actually, I kind of just want to trick him just in case he softballs. I doubt he would softball. I think Moonblast is his best play. But I want to trick him. I should have done this earlier. It would have made me easier to deal with. But he does go for the Moonblast as he's able to knock me out. So be it. I can now go out to Scizor. I don't really have a good setup mon versus him though. He should go zone. But I'm gonna go for the Roost anyway. Yeah, I think again I'm still thinking I can win with Belly Drum Azu if I play it right. Like this guy's team is just so annoying though. Like holy crap, man. He decides to go for Thunderbolt for some reason, so he keeps my Scizor alive, which actually means I have potential to win. As I can now go out to Latios and go right for the Life Orb Psyshock. Knock this guy out. I'm hoping he goes Latias here, because that would also give me the game. Like my opponent decides to throw. I could see him sacking Magnezone. I don't know why he didn't go for the Thunderbolt immediately. He does actually allow me to hit his Latias, and that is so big for me. That is huge. I'm not sure if he dropped a Draco on me. However, I'm going for Defog if he doesn't choose to, and I'll Belly Drum up. He does choose to go right for the Healing Wish. I'm not sure what's coming out. Maybe it'd be Clef. Maybe because he saw Psyshock, he doesn't think I have the HP Fire on my Latios. I'm assuming that's what he's going for. I'm not sure. Really not sure. Yeah, Magnezone does come out, and we can proceed to go right for the Hidden Power Fire versus this. If he wants to go Clef, that's fine. He changed it to Scarf Magnezone? He wasn't Scarf in the game that we played originally. Hold up. Hold up. He was definitely not Scarf in the game we played originally. That might change some things. Psyshock does not knock him out. I mean, I didn't expect it to. That actually changes some stuff. How much do we do to zone now? If I knew he was Scarf this whole time, I could have Belly Drummed up on his HP Fire and actually won. Oh my god, he actually changed it from the last game. That's crazy. I mean, no, it's strategic, but I knock it out 100%. I win. Even with the, well, actually with the specs, it depends. Because I gave him the specs now. Depends on how much he does. I'm hoping it's not more than... It's in Rocky Helmet range. Crap, man. That's annoying. I'm in Rocky Helmet range. That's so annoying. I had to go for knockoff there, by the way. But that's so annoying that I'm in knockoff. Man, he was belt when I played him last time. You know how? I sacked my Scizor right to HP Fire so I could Belly Drum up with Azu. And he Thunderbolted my Azu. Huh. That's crazy. Good game. Changed it up. And I could have won. If I had known, if I wasn't so cautious of this thing, I would have won. Wow. Wow. Well, the more you know. Great, great job changing it up on my opponent's part, definitely. Man. Clefable. Maybe I shouldn't have given the specs, but at the same time, like... He even got the higher roll. If he had a lower roll, like, I could have lived and just went for knockoff and won. Oh well. Pokemon, that is what Pokemon is. Thank you everybody for watching. Definitely very interesting live. I feel like the team, I think Zoroark is a cool Pokemon, but maybe he needs a bit better team support. I'm actually not the biggest fan of Belly Drum Ozzy these days, but, you know, live and, you know, learn, have fun, do what you want. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. And, you know, I'm going to build a team. I'm going to build a team next time. So leave some suggestions down below for what you want. So, yeah, later guys. Cue the outro.